What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to J.Craft's Garage. Well, I've been working on something that has been a long time in the making. Yep, I know some of y'all have been worrying and wondering, I've been going to Copart and going to all these places and working on vehicles, and some of y'all have even asked, when are you going to buy a vehicle? What are you going to buy? What are you going to buy? Huh? Are you going to buy something from Copart, or what are you going to buy? Well, I am happy to tell y'all, whoever is inquisitive and who has been inquiring, I bought another vehicle. That's right. I bought another truck. Right. It's not anything new. It's got some years on it and it's got some mileage on it. But this deal that I've been working on to get this truck has been going on since last year. That's right. Since last year, I had a guy hit me up and contacted me and told me about a particular truck that he has. Let me get into a little bit more detail about this particular pickup truck. So, one day on Facebook Messenger, I had a guy hit me up and told me that he had a truck that used to belong to me way back in the day. He said the title was in my name and I think it belongs to you and this, that, and the other. I was like, okay, what kind of scam artist are you? Because I always get scam people that message me and say, hey, I can do this. If you got Cash App, I can send you this much money. Or if, I can come over to your house, if you got gas money or things of that nature. So I was like, oh, what the heck? I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't remember. I mean, I do remember the truck, but the previous owner told me that the truck was gone. Like he rode it over. Like it was wrecked and they sold it or something. So he sent me a picture of the truck, and lo and behold, yeah, it was a truck that I used to own. And we got to talking and we got to messaging. He's like, hey, what all was done to this truck? I told him about everything that was done to it. So the backstory on this goes like this. I used to own a blue Ford F-350 pickup. Okay, way back in the day. If you go back on this channel here, go all the way back to the first video of this channel. I know it's about 100 videos back. If you go back to the first video, you'll see that blue F-350 pickup in the video as I'm describing, all the vehicles that I have. And so we got to talking about it and everything. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to fix it up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I was like, well, I'd like to have the truck back. Let me know when you decide to sell it and this, that, and the other. So come to find out, about 3 years ago, here's what happened. I used to own that truck and I drove it around and I used it for my mobile mechanical business and things of that nature for a long time. But the transmission gave up. The transmission, I guess the front pump broke or something. Transmission fluid poured out and the transmission broke on it. So I left it sit and I drove my white truck for a little while. Well, I hit up a guy on Facebook Marketplace, totally different guy. He had a 97 Z71 that was for sale for $700. Yeah, I couldn't pass up that deal because it was a truck I was looking for at the time. White in color, extended cab, Z71 4x4, heavy duty truck, It was something I was looking for. The only downside was it needed an engine. Fine. If it needs an engine, I can find an engine, put it in there, rebuild that one, whatever. Transmission was broke on the F-350, so I was like, hey, what do you think about a trade? He's like, okay. I showed him pictures and, sent him a video of it running and things of that nature. So one Sunday, he came and brought the Z71 to my house, and we loaded up the diesel truck and swapped titles, signed titles, and no money was exchanged, and he took off with the 95 Ford F-350. So about a year later, I was looking for insurance and things of that nature, and I still had his number, and I called him up and said, hey, I just need the VIN off of this truck and some information, this, that, and the other, because I'm looking for insurance. He's like, well, no, man, after we put the transmission in it, re-wrecked it, rolled it over, and this, that, and the other. I was like, oh, okay, I know, things happen. Okay, thank you for your time. So, last year, another guy number 2, I guess you could call him, he hits me up and says, man, I think I have a truck that belongs to you or used to belong to you. And he sends me a picture of it, and I'm like, huh? And I told him about what happened, the transaction that happened. He goes, yeah, I bought it from a guy and this, that, and the other. He told me how he got it and wound up getting it. And I was like, oh man, how much I would love to have this truck back. And, we got to talking about it, and I told him, if you decide to sell it, just let me know, when you decide to sell it. He's like, yeah, I'm planning to rebuild have the transmission rebuilt. The transmission was in the back of the truck. Okay. It had different wheels and tires on it. They cleaned it out, got their money's worth out of everything, and sold it to the guy number 2 that I've been talking to recently. So he gets it, pulls the transmission out of the bed of the truck and has it rebuilt and puts it back in the truck. Gets the truck running. Okay, the truck hadn't ran since I had it, which has been about 3 years or so. And gets it on the road and gets her working and, shows me pictures and videos and everything about it. I was like, man, hang on to it. I'm trying to sell another truck, which is my white GMC 3500 that I have. And when I get the money, I'll let you know, and then maybe we can work out something, and I could buy it, or make payments or whatever. He's like, okay, cool. So fast forward to now. Now is already the month of April, and he hits me up and everything. He's like, man, I got to get rid of this truck soon because I've got to go back to work and I need some money and this, that, and the other. I'm like, okay, let me see what I can come up with. So I came up with some money, and I was able to give him some money for the truck to hang on to it. While he still has the truck, and I've already given him some money, the water pump gives up on it. He's like, oh, no big problem. I will take care of the water pump and get it all cleaned up. And, that way, whenever you come and get it, it'll be good to go and roll back to your house. So I'm all loaded up and ready to go here this morning down to where the truck is. One thing I hadn't mentioned yet is I had to get another set of tires and wheels for this truck. One, because I like to have the Alcoas on the truck for the wheels. And 2, the guy that has the truck right now said that the tires would not make it 200 miles back up here. So I found me the wheels, believe it or not, at Pick and Pull up in San Antonio. And then the tires are only 3 years old. They have, fairly a fairly substantial amount of tread left on them. And I found the correct size and everything, and they're also 10-ply tires. Only paid $35 a tire off of Facebook Marketplace. So all in all, by the time it's all said and done, I had them balanced and checked out and everything. For tires and wheels, I'm probably about $500 in a set of tires and wheels for this truck. So I don't think that's a bad deal for, Alcoas and a good set of tires. Hopefully we can put them on and we can see how it drives. As you can see, it's kind of foggy, so we're going to see what the weather's going to be like and everything. And we're going to get on the road here in just a minute and head down to where the truck is. So I'm out here on the road already. Speed limit on this road is about 70 miles an hour, and it's only about 7:30 in the morning, and it's really foggy out. So I'll let you know how things go as we're traveling along here. I'm only doing about 55, 60 because it's so bad. I don't know if you can tell how well the video picks it up, but we're going to be as careful as we can be as we're heading down south, and if anything exciting happens, we will definitely let you know. There's a lot of people out here that don't even have like this truck here, have any lights on or nothing in foggy conditions. Just the way it goes around here. We'll get back to you here in a second. Well, the fog is all about gone. Now we got everything all cleared up on the road. I'm cruising about 65 right now. But one issue that I've been having here recently, if you look at the temperature gauge, it's right now getting close to the hot side on it. We're going to see what happens here as we go down the road, but hopefully it stays where it's at and not get any warmer. I don't like it being too hot, but this truck here, sometimes that's what happens. But anyways, yeah, we're getting into another county right now, and we've got clear roads ahead. So I stopped a little while back, maybe about 5 miles back in Tilden. Let the truck cool down a little bit, used the bathroom and everything. And when I got back in the truck, it was a little cooler, so I'm driving down the road, 65 miles an hour. And now it seems like everything is in the normal range for right now. We're going to see what happens as the day goes on and warms up. We're heading down south towards, we're going to go through Freer and then Hebronville, and then head east from Hebronville from there. Hebronville is about the halfway point to where the truck is at. From my place down where we're going is 200 miles. I've already rolled about 35, 40 miles. And yeah, just continuing on with this journey to go pick up this truck. So we made it to Hebronville, it's about our halfway point, and stopped for a little bit of fuel. Even though I was in between about a quarter of a tank and half a tank on the rear tank. That's what I've been using here recently on these runs that I've been doing. And I stopped into a Sunoco over here and at the fuel station and put about $30 worth of fuel in it. And it was about 8.5 gallons of fuel. And I've ran about 143 miles since I last filled it up. So that calculation comes out to roughly around 16 miles per gallon with this truck. Now, I don't know how accurate that is, but if that's as accurate as, as it's going to be, I think that's doing pretty good. First time here in Hebronville, people who I've interacted with at the fuel station was, seemed really, really nice and everything here. Even one guy I talked to a little bit, he asked me about the truck, about this tan truck, and he was like, "Is it got 302, got a 460? I was like, "Nope, it's got the inline 6 in it." And we got talking and everything, so he was real nice. He's got his own lawn business and things of that nature with his equipment and all that. So from here, we're going to go east a little bit, I think on 285 or something like that, to connect into 281 and then head further south from there. Next part of this will probably be when we go see the truck. Here we go. So here's a picture of when I showed up and where the truck was parked at. I was so excited that I forgot to take a video of this thing. We got the tires and wheels swapped over, took off the steel wheels, and put the Alcoas on it. And we are heading back. Well, here we go, folks. We are in the 7.3 that I just picked up. We're going to head down the street here and go down the road to put some fuel in it. Right now it's on the rear tank. It's about half full. I don't know how accurate that is. So we're going to fill it up and get this show on the road. So far so good. Runs and drives, I'm already doing 60 miles an hour with it. And we're going to see how it holds up with the different tires and wheels that I put on this truck as well. Stay tuned for everything. We're gonna head it back home from here. So far we've been doing pretty good. Truck doesn't have any AC in it that works. I gotta find out how to get all that working again. We've already rolled about over 40 miles with it. I know it says 33 on the trip, but that's from the fuel station. I'm seeing how much what the fuel mileage is going to be on this truck. Cruising at about 65, and it's only running about 1,800 RPMs. Temperature gauge looking good. We're filled up, ready to go. And we're going to be coming upon a checkpoint here in a little bit. I'm curious what they say about this truck, if they're going to check it out and what's all going to happen. We'll get back with you here in just a minute. Alrighty, we made it through the checkpoint back there a few miles back. Went through and talked to the officer that was in the lane where I was at. Come to find out, he's got a 97 7.3 Powerstroke with $30,000 in the engine. He said it's pretty fast, so we're gonna keep on rolling down the road until we make it to the house. So I'm on my way back down up from the valley and coming up through Falfurrias, and we're heading back to the house. Right now it's pretty warm outside, and we're gonna head back back to the house. We got a couple hours still left to travel, about another 130 miles back home. So we got all the tires swapped out, took the spares off, and we also put the good tires on. I stopped here in Falfurrias to stop at Whataburger. Yeah. Some of y'all down here in Texas know what I'm talking about. You know, now they're in other states, I think. I think Whataburger's in a lot of other states, too. And I just had to get me some Whataburger, too, because I was starting to fall asleep. I didn't have very much for breakfast this morning. Had orange juice and a couple kolaches, and that was about it. And then water and a sugar-free or a zero-sugar Powerade. So I've been drinking drinks with zero sugar and things of that nature, so that way keep my blood pressure under control. So we're gonna get back on the road, head back the way we came, and head back to the house. Again, I forgot to take video of it, but then we made it back home. I've got it sitting in the driveway for a little bit, and then I'm taking it over to a buddy of mine's place to start cleaning it up. Well, there you go, everybody. We got her to the location where we're going to start putting it all together. We're going to start fixing it all up and fixing whatever's wrong with it and all that. And then the glorious process of cleaning it out. Yeah, I don't know if I showed y'all. Had some welding cable, some extra metal parts, the extra transmission, exhaust parts, and a bunch of junk inside of in the bed of the truck. So we're going to clean all this out. I'm debating whether to do a roll-on bed liner or what to do with the bed. I want to do something with it. I'm probably going to get another tailgate because this thing is all banged up pretty good on the inside. So we got a few little things to get this thing set up and ready to go the way I'd like to have it. Just a little bit of repair possibly there. I don't know what we'll do with that. We're going to put the exhaust on it, so that way it's not so loud. That way it's a little bit back behind the cab and all that. So I've got plenty more videos that I'm going to do with this truck. I know y'all are probably really excited about it and everything. So we're going to fix her all up and make her look good again. Make the F350 Powerstroke good again, right? Alrighty, I appreciate everybody watching. If y'all haven't done so already, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And we look forward to seeing y'all right here on the next video.